As the days wore on, Jill received no straight answers to the whereabouts of her mother. "Grandma, where's my mom?" First, Harriet turned slowly around in a most painful way, her forehead furrowed into a look of Jill wasn't sure what. "Your mother was like a beautiful rose, and you know what happens to roses. The petals start to fall, and one by one until—" "And then what?" she asked. She was beyond impatient. "The flower is gone." My name is Christina McKinney, and my book is called A File of a Life. Growing up, I didn't know my mother, and nothing was explained as to where her whereabouts. I filled in with stories of my own, trying to make sense of what happened and where she was. 40 years, like most of my life, looking for answers. I don't even know to what. Then all of a sudden, I received a phone call and my grandmother needed my help and I had to go back home and take care of her. I ended up having to sort things out and clean the house and search through the attic, and I found this suitcase full of all this writing that my mother had done that I had no idea existed. And it was just full of poetry and passages, and nobody had ever told me about it. That was also around the time when I found out that it was suicide that she had died from, that was the cause of her death. But I think almost what gave me more closure was not the explanation of her death, but finding out who she was and what kind of person she was and what kind of life she had. Despite this being a story about tragedy and suicide, it's also about life's happy moments and the wonderful events and things that have happened in my life, and events in my mother's life, and the journals I found, and I want people to remember that.